Hi everyone, welcome back to GreyBeard Media. In this video we're going to be talking about Anfield Square. I don't know if you saw yesterday, a little bit of news broke about the future of this square, which really doesn't really change anything, to be honest, and I'll get into that in a while. Just before 2016, 150 terrace houses got demolished. Anfield Square is the last bit of land left where the houses once stood. This is what we got in this place. Fantastic main stand. The question marks still are over Anfield Square. Now your home group, 18 leases. What does that mean? Basically meant they were coming to odds with LCC over that bit of land. They weren't agreeing on what to do with it, basically. I know your homes group, with their reputation of building the homes around the northwest, but like I told you in other videos, LCC are partnered with LFC, so they were never going to see eye to eye. We're going to get the drone up, we're going to have a look at this area in question, because even though your homes group have been moved on, basically that's removed the spanner in the works. Now we know about these meetings that were taking place in October, I believe, last year, where LFC officials, LCC, the Metro Mayor, the Mayor, whatever you want to call him, and those three options put on the table for this area. I'm going to remind you of that and add my other views to it. So don't forget to click like, share, subscribe. We're going to run the intro. See you up there, all. Let's get the drone up. And welcome back everyone. We are airborne over Anfield. I was just having a quick look to see if we can spot a crest yet, and still no sign of it on Anfield Road. Right, let's crack on with today's video in question, which is Anfield Square. So let's fly over there. One of the last land interests is now out of your home group's control. LCC now have full control over this piece of land. Right, at the end of last year, obviously the three options were small, like stalls or like little shops or something that would be linked to LFC, especially on match days and such. Option 2, I'm just going to climb a little bit higher. Option 2 is housing. Basically, they put it out there for different housing organisations to like build houses on there. And option 3 was for a community centre. Now that is still the same. Nothing's changed on any of that. So any of those three could still possibly happen. And we know that LFC are like a partner to LCC, especially over this area of Anfield Square. I don't know how long your home group had a say in this little section of land. I don't know how many times meetings were held with LCC over what happens, but obviously if they weren't going to see eye to eye over it, something had to change, and LCC parted with over £380,000 to acquire full control over the land. Obviously now LCC have no obstacles in the way. So whatever gets decided now, and I'm guessing LFC would have a voice as well, can happen. So I'm going to fly back over towards that little field where I took off from. Now, as a lot of you will know, last month I released stories that LFC probably wouldn't want to releasing. The stories of Anfield Square, they were released at the end of last year, around October time. There's me there, but it'll just make me out there. It's going to bring Anfield into shots. It's a glorious day. You know, I released stories because I received copies of like a statement, even though it was handwritten from the government official. I met him just outside the Cop End. It was, and he handwrote all the best parts of the meetings of what took place. Now, LFC officials weren't part of that one meeting, but they were part of Jutting Avenue meeting, and a lot of it was to build houses and offer them to what, like I said, to the residents of Skerries and Wilbur. Now that bit of land over there, just the other side of Priory Road there, and if we needed more houses for the Wilbur residents, Anfield Square is also a possibility. Now I don't know if it's a coincidence or what happened yesterday. I don't think there was a link. I just think LCC needed full control for anything that actually happened at all. So I don't think it was a coincidence. It's just one of those things that happened. Nothing has been said since about this housing being built over Priory Road on that little car park area. Same. So I'm not linking the two, even though it does sound like it was a coincidence. It's just one of those things that happened, I believe. LCC and Liverpool Football Club can now crack on with any of those three options of either stalls, housing, whichever way you want to look at it, or a community centre. I do believe there is more meetings scheduled, and if I do find out anything else, I'll let you know. The contact who gave me all this information, I don't really hear from him as much. He did let me know about Anfield Square, but I knew about that already because it was released by so many areas yesterday, including the Echo, and what will be now. I'm expecting something to happen a lot quicker. They will be looking for short-term uses to start with on Anfield Square until they find a long-term solution for it. The hotel will not be coming back. That's gone. That's history. History, it never happened and will never happen. As it came out, I thought I'd have my little say on it. Nothing else has changed over future plans, future expansions as yet. As meetings will continue. All these meetings, I never actually told you when they happened. It was all at the end of last year. And even though that car park over Priory Road is still in use on match days, it'll continue to be in use on match days because nothing else has changed about any other plans. This was just my take on everything that happened on yesterday with what was released about your home group basically losing one of the last pieces of land interest they had, and now something can really happen. What will happen, I don't know. If those houses will be built, is that going to be linked to the story I broke in February about possible houses being used as an option for residents of Skerries and so on? I did even mention about the £50,000 in compensation for every household. The Liverpool Football Club would need 90% of these houses to agree for anything to actually happen. Otherwise, they would not go ahead. I'm not saying they're linked at all. I'm just saying it's just strange how all this has come about after February when I released all that news that I was given by an official who's part of those meetings. And if I will find out any more, I will give it to you. Got a lot on my plate at the moment with projects and such around Anfield, around Merseyside. Anything I find out, I'll let you know. That was just me coming out, letting you know that really nothing has changed on Anfield Square, even though the land interest of your homes group has now been snapped up and in the hands of LCC. So what we all read, there's nothing to get excited about really, but anything else that will happen, I will let you know about it. Thank you so much for your support. Don't forget to click like, share, subscribe. The future of Anfield Square, still uncertain, but those options are still on the table. Bye for now all.